Hello there. I'm doing a series of Chat with AI. Today's topic is with Gemini, Google search chat AI. Did the prosecutors in the Karen Read case commit attorney ethics, prosecutory misconduct, and the crime of suborning perjury in the state of Massachusetts by aiding and abetting the Alberts to lie under oath about whether or not their dog attacked other people, because they impounded records that of other people that were found out they had been attacked by that dog via private investigation of the defense team. So, when they asked for those records to give defense, was those records relevant? And when they impounded those, not letting him access to it so that they couldn't impeach them and they can, hide that evidence. Did they suppress exculpatory evidence, and did they conspire to commit suborning perjury? And is this an issue for violation of canon and ethics by the judge and by the attorney? So here we go. This is my question that I presented to this AI thing, and I think it was pretty specific what I articulated to it, and I think the answers were, keep in mind, it says that it could be mistaken, so just keep that in mind when you're quoting AI. But for the most part, it's pretty collective of what the law is. So, yes, knowledge of the falsity, if they knew or believed that the Alberts was lying based on the evidence of the records that they had, that in fact that they did bite other people. Oh yeah, this is what Gemini said about the matter. My question, as I shall read it to you, is as follows. And then they will break the AI will break it down, each element of each allegation. If the Karen Read case, it was alleged part of the injury of John O'Keefe was by a dog attack. Expert testimony stated as such. Prior to the first trial, private investigation uncovered persons were attacked by the dog. Owner home where John O'Keefe was found on the lawn with alleged dog attack injury on him. It was believed either the dog caused the fall or attacked him while they were in a fight. So to cover up, they laid him on the lawn. Owner was EMS professional. The doctor expert testified likely would not have survived. So that further supports the argument they either did not want him to survive or frightened that he would not. Dumped him on the lawn, then called each other. So was this the DA lawyer leading the dog owner of those attacks to lie under oath to say there never was any incident of dog attacks, knowing that there was records of dog attacks? This appears to violate attorney ethics and rules to never lead anyone to lie. Canon ethics of a judge to be non-biased. You laid out a very specific and serious set of allegations regarding Karen Read case, pointing to potential violations of fundamental legal and ethical principles by various parties within the Massachusetts justice system. It's crucial to stay up front. I can't determine guilt or innocence. Okay, that's a disclaimer there. Allegation impounding animal bite records is issue number one. Violates right to exculpatory evidence. Legal principles, the Brady rule from Brady versus Maryland, which requires the prosecution to disclose to the defense any evidence that would be favorable to the defendant for their defense. And analysis of the allegation. If private investigation uncovered prior dog attacks by Albert's dog and expert testified that injuries were consistent with a dog attack, then the records of the dog's bites by other people would be relevant. And that is potentially exculpatory, hiding exculpatory evidence. So if the DA demanded the judge impound those, hide that, and prevent that, then yes, that is violation of attorney ethics, basically, and fairness to the opposing party, candor toward the tribunal. These are specific professional conducts by the Massachusetts Bar Association. So people can file a petition, a complaint against this DA, and file a petition, a complaint against the judge, and the judicial removal or review commission that every single state has based on this biasness, and the unfairness to the opposing party and counsel. But then it's going to break down whether or not they committed potentially a crime of suborning of perjury. If the DA's lawyer knew the animal bite record existed and showed prior incidents, led the dog owner to testify falsely, there never was any incident, that would fall squarely within the definition of suborning perjury. It would be a blatant violation of 3.3, candor toward the tribunal. 3.4, fairness to the opposing party. And Rules of evidence: the right of defendant to confront witness and present evidence that challenges their credibility, which is impeachment. If witness lies on the stand, the opposing side has the right to present evidence like prior consistent statements or records contradicting their testimony to show the jury that the witness is not truthful. Yeah. Legal principle: judicial ethics. That's the judge's biasness. A judge that shall perform the duties of a judicial office impartially, competently, diligently, without bias, prejudice, or harassment. A judge has a duty to ensure justice is administered fairly and to control the proceedings to ensure a truthful presentation of evidence. So conspiring with the DA, and she read those reports and knew those dogs had attacked people and knew that the Alberts was going to get on the stand and say, oh, their dog never attacked anybody. There's no such thing. And they just made all that up. Oh, yeah. That is a judicial complaint waiting for people to unite together. So that's why I'm presenting this to the AI. I just want people to see this, that even a non-political AI, basically with pretty much the intelligence of an attorney, with all the rules so forth, even though it can make errors, yes, we need to get together, file a complaint against the judge, file a complaint against the DA, contact the FBI and the Department of Justice for basically the crime of suborning perjury. That needs to be done. It's not over because she's found not guilty. It's not over. We must continue. We must continue in this. So I'm asking you to share this video. Please, 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 let's get together, file petitions, and continue in the journey of standing up against corruption. How dare they impound those records? How dare they? How dare they? That is just bias of a judge, judicial misconduct, prosecutorial misconduct. You can pause and read this if I'm going too fast. But in the meantime, I thank you for listening, and I hope you have a very, very blessed day. Please, I'm begging you to share this video anywhere and everywhere. Share it. Let's get this done. Boop, boop.